Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games, So Little Time. My name is Joachim and today we will be unboxing Fractal Beyond the Void. You can already see the box, it's with VFI. I live in Hong Kong, so it gives you an idea of I don't know where it was delivered. So let's see what's inside. There's a lot of foam to start with. We also have sleeve packs. Alright. More sleeves, metal coins, or not, maybe not coins, but metal parts. The Automa, more foam, and then the core box. Well, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, and then we have an empty box. I'll be right back. Alright, so this was in the box. We have the metal coin set. It is called coins, even though it's not just coins, it's other stuff too. We'll go into that later. We have the base box, we have the Automa, and then the sleeves. So we're going to start with the base box and see what's in there. Okay, so Fractal Beyond the Void. And then let's look at the sides. Yep, Fractal Beyond the Void. And it's basically every side is the same. Fractal Beyond the Void. Oh, not really. This one is more bluish. But the other side is the same. So I'm just going to show you the back of the box. There we go. Yeah. All right. So 14 plus age, 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes per player. Of course, by Board Game Inc. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside. I don't think there will be art inside of the box, but wow, so much noise. But you never know. No, but it is nice and black though, so that, at least that's something. All right, so I'm going to put it like this and like this, so I can easily check the rule book, but it is a big box as you can see. Okay, so the Fractal rule book. This is regular A4, so you can see how big the box is actually. All right, so welcome to Fractal. In Fractal, each player commands an emerging galactic empire competing for resources, prestige, and power. A game consists of 2 ages, each divided into 2 cycles during which players take turns performing actions with their units, colonies, and technologies. After each cycle, players resolve conflicts and collect income. After each age, players evaluate their empires and score victory points. The player with the highest score at the end of the last age wins the game. Okay, so yeah, you can see the art style is very reminiscent of their previous game. So, which of course I love. I'm trying to remember the name. I know it's the corruption, but I'll just put it on the screen because I always tend to forget the names I need to remember on the spot. So anyway, okay, end of the cycle phase, transitions, events, obstacle anomalies, galactic atlas. So you have different maps for different player counts. Advanced modules, that's cool. And then the symbols. There's a lot of them, but not nearly as much as Voidfall. Then the Alliance expansion. Okay. Crystal Temple. Setup and rules. The 4 obelisks. Setup and rules. Okay. Nice. So the Alliance expansion allows playing Fractal in co-op mode. It comes with additional components marked with the symbol. And it includes 5 action cards, 5 obstacles, 3 civil technologies, and 3 military technologies. Okay, 1 to 3 players, 30 minutes per player, co-op. So solo as well then, I imagine. All right, so let's take a look at these boards. It's quite a number of them. I'm going to stop the video because this is always really loud to take it out. Okay, so these are the punch boards. You can see the different sectors. Well, they're all productive sectors, but here's the arid sector. And then the tokens. Several of them will be replaced with the metal ones later. Arid sector, non-habitable habitable sectors. Okay. Right. Then we also have the mystery sector and a biodiverse sector. Okay. And then we also have the starting sectors for the different colors and utopian sector. Okay. Now, rules-wise, I know nothing of the game, okay? It's been a long time, and my memory isn't that fantastic anyway. So, let's take a look at what is in the box. I'm going to zoom in a bit, and then we'll start going through all these components, and preferably the correct way. Yes, like this. Okay, so I'm going to move the box out of the way to have some more space, and then we will do one by one. I might do reboxing depending. Let's first take a look at the boards. Even though they're double layered, they're actually quite thin, you know, and they're very light. So normally double layered boards feel really heavy, but these are, you know. So I hope they won't warp. They're not warped yet, so let's just hope it stays the same. I think they're all similar. I don't think they're asymmetric. It doesn't look like it. But I guess the factions will change that depending on which one you choose. The backs are just black, okay? Although they already have their icons here. But like I said, I cannot see any differences here. So the asymmetry will lie in other stuff, I'm sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, 2 sticks, they're all the same. Put it on the side. Next up is this. Like I did say it was loud, but this one is smaller, so maybe it's not as loud. So these are just reference sheets, because that's what it says, reference. 4 of them, of course, siege, units, transition, and on the other side, income phase, action phase, conflict phase, and end of cycle. All right, that's very simple. Then we have this piece. All right, I'm sure there'll be cards here. And then, arguably one of the coolest things are the factions, right? So we have Boroka, the Legion of the Void, Destroyer of Worlds, but of course some background information on the back. And then we have Delverar, the Forgotten Guardians. I like in the face here as well. Delverar, okay. And does it have difficulty? I don't think so, no. It doesn't say if it's more difficult or easier. X-ODUS, the Wandering Alliance. Although there are dots here. The other ones had 2 filled in dots. This one only has 1 filled in, so maybe this one is easier. Maybe that is the difficulty rating. Goria, the Bone Merchants. This one is full, so this might be Trade Federation. But might be most difficult one. Sora, Shattered Clans of Kur. Yeah, these are 2 as well. Then we have Tsingur, the True Hive. They only have 1. Okay. And then Vax 117, the Artificial Queen, has 2 as well. Okay, so those are the factions. Then we'll continue to see what else is in there. More boards like we just saw. Like, okay. All right. And there's another smaller one here. Genesis and Ascension. Okay. We have some translucent cubes. I'm not going to take them out, okay? These are very simple. Everything else seems to be quite small, so I'm going to zoom in even more. There we go. Then we have a bunch of dice. Okay, they look very simple, but then again, I've never seen dice like this before. So even though they look very simple, they're still quite original, to me anyway. Let me put them on the side. Okay. I'm avoiding the cards for now. I want to show you all the other stuff before I do the cards. These are, well, all kinds of tokens. Does it have a film on them? No, no film. So you can see the different screen printed stuff that's on them. Right, it's only on one side, as you can see. Okay, but it's cool though. I think that'll look very nice on the boards and everything. I could be wrong, but it seems to fit perfectly. Well, I guess it fits perfectly everywhere, like here or whatever. Well, we'll see. I don't want to guess. It's stupid to guess. Okay, this goes over here, out of the way. Next up is here. I guess this is the metal start player coin, which is nice. Okay. Then we have some miniatures. Well, miniatures. I guess they're miniatures, but they're not, I don't know. Are they miniatures? They're so tiny. And the sad part is, even though they're different races, they actually all very much look the same. They all have the same model. They're not different at all. So, but maybe there's a lore reason for that. I don't know. So those are the infantry, I guess, the ground troops. These are the mechs. And are they the same as well? Yeah, they're also the same. So if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Only thing that changes is the color, of course. They look nice though. I mean, nothing against the models, they look nice. But yeah, I think we've just been spoiled because so many games give different designs for the different factions, and these all have the same. Same here. They all have the same ship, it seems like. Yeah, it's all the same ship. All right, and of course it has a standee option here to put it in. Okay. All right. And then here is what I just said. It has the stands to put them in, but I'm not going to open that. Then we have some more stuff here. These are the bigger versions of those ships. As you can see. There we go. Like my goal is to paint a lot of my games, but I don't think I'll be painting this one because I don't really see the point with these minis. Yeah, okay, so what remains now is all the cards in the top part of the box. So these decks, and these decks. So I'm gonna take the plastic off and then we'll see what's in there. Okay, so these are all the cards in the box. I took the manual next to me to be able to say what it is exactly. So these ones, for example, are the tactic cards. There's a lot of them. And I'm only gonna look at the art mostly, like the blue ones here. You know, okay. And the way the iconography looks like. I guess these go, you have a bunch of cards for each faction because otherwise the cards wouldn't be there. And then you have some others as well. Okay, like art-wise, not that special, of course, but that tends to be the case with this art style. Then you've got these ones. These are government cards. It's political ideologies. Here you have some art though in the background. And I think it does look cool. I mean, I like the art style as well. Sometimes minimalistic, but sometimes also like this. I think it's cool. Definitely more than cool enough. All right. Then we have this deck. These are the action cards. And they have a lot of art on them. So let's go through them. We have the commercial guilds. colony prosperity, corruption, mining exploitation, sovereign tributes, advanced logistics, forced march, galactic observation, champion, okay, galactic truce, galactic reform, private contracts, recruitment decree, broken legend, twisted fates, that's cool, unlikely deal, battle fatigue, impenetrable colony, martial rivalry, naval tradition, supply shortages, covert research, futuristic colony, independent research, patent sale, breakthrough, alternative plan, antimatter tests, covert operations, corrupted patents, decaying star is also very cool, tactical withdrawal, false alarm, growing society, imperial service, inciting desertion, informant network, mercenary wings, mercenary corps, overexploitation, paranoia, plagiarism, cool, primal objects, progress plan, relive the Odyssey, and rifts. Cool. And then I have these cards here. They were in a separate pack, so I guess there's some kind of promo cards or whatever. We have Age of Illumination, because you see as well ALA01. Corruption Network, or maybe it's from the Alliance, probably the Alliance expansion. Age of Discovery, Promotion, nice. And Stormbringer. Cool. Oh yeah, because it has this icon. Remember when it's Alliance, it has this icon. So that's from the expansion. Then we have the technology cards. So, you know, okay, this has some art, but I don't think it's that important, to be honest. It's just technology, right? And then there you go, the red ones and the blue ones, civil and military. So this is civil. Okay, research labs. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Also, they also have the expansion cards, once again with the icon. Okay, that introduces some more technology. Okay, all right. Then we have these ones. These are the objectives, I thought. Is it correct? Yes, the objective cards. So basically, it'll just tell you what to go for. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Then we have, these are the mastery cards. They represent the unique combat abilities of each faction. So you start with the normal side up, which is the other side, and then you can upgrade them. For example, use the swarm attack tactic instead of flanking. But then you flip it, maybe the power or whatever, no, I don't know what this means, of swarm attack and ground assault is reduced by 2. But I can take a quick look at what it means at the back of the rulebook with the iconography. So the 2 arrows down means initiative value. Okay, so it's reduced by 2. All right. So then they all have special abilities like that. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Then we have the singularity cards, which are these ones. There are events that represent phenomena that can alter the fate of an empire. Okay. Cool. There's not too many of them. And then these ones are, I can't see. I'm looking at the rulebook. I can't see. Yeah, I literally can't see. I don't know what these are. Keepers of knowledge. Okay. Yeah, they're not immediately mentioned in the beginning of the rulebook. So we have the Keepers of Knowledge, dealing with piracy, hear the whispers. Maybe it's one of the modules that you can include. Okay. Yeah. And then once again, we have stuff that's added with the expansion. All right. Then we have this deck over here. And these are the artifact cards. Havoc armor, legendary weapon, These have art though. Abandoned Colony, Rashid Stone, Federation Outpost, Defense Algorithm, Cloaking Device, Prism of Power, Ancient Behemoth, Argent's Armor, Inferior Civilization. Wow, okay. Banish one from your Empire board. If you don't have one, banish any other colony instead. Okay. And Mind Altering Spice. All right. Oh, and there's one that I missed. Havoc Armor as well. Okay. And then we have this deck over here. I also don't know what this is because I can't see it in the... Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. These are obstacle cards. And these are anomaly cards. Yeah. Okay, the anomalies... Alright, so whatever. There's no real art there. Okay, so these cards are done. So let me show you the box again and what is underneath the first layer. Okay, so this is the empty first level. So let's take it out and see what's underneath. Ta-da! So more cards, and then this and all of this as well. So let's take a look at what these things are. So obviously they're punch boards, but it's a mix of standees and then normal tokens. You see here Black Ops, Inside Rebels, and so on. And you have them in all colors as well. Okay, so for each player. All right. Then we have, we'll check this one first. This is an art book, if I'm not mistaken. It is really heavy. And these are the prints, yeah, of course. So I'm going to move this to the side and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, so here we go. Beyond the Void. Ah, this is not an art book, it's a campaign. Cool, this is so nice. It's like a hardback campaign, and you actually have a string to keep track of where you stopped, which is really cool. Alright, so the campaign factions, many scenarios unlock new components, either in their introduction or conclusion, yada yada yada. So the modules, okay, so I have not seen any of these cards, obviously, so they'll come out later, most likely. Campaign sheets, okay, or campaign sheet, sorry. Player sheet. Oh, that's really nice that they've done it like this. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. Player sheet, then. Whispers and Beholders. Nice. So chapter 1, Dark Tales. Setup and rules, a new dawn. And okay, I think the rest is already spoilers, so I'm not going to look at this. So there's a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. Very nice. Okay, how many pages? Let me just look at the page number at the back. 143 is the last one. Wow. Okay. So I'll just leave it like this. Okay, so no no art book. It is a campaign book. It's really awesome. Then we have the prints that came with the game. Is it like this the other way around? I'm not sure. Like this, yeah. This one. This one. Okay, so 4 prints, yeah. So underneath this book, you also have some factions you can unlock and some big modules that you can unlock, like 11 or 12 or something that change the game. So I'm not going to show them because they're spoilers. It didn't come with a spoiler warning though. I guess I should have known because it was underneath the campaign book. But yeah, I also have a bunch of cards, which I now think are also part of the campaign. So let me just double check because the backs will tell that as well, I believe, if they have like a picture of There we go. So this deck of cards, yes, the Galactic Laws are in here, and the other type of cards as well. So I'm not going to open these because they all have to do with the campaign. And I don't really want to spoil anything. It might be that I could actually show them, but I don't want to accidentally show anything that I'm not supposed to. So then there's only one thing left for me to do. It is not to bid you farewell, not yet, but to do my usual, that is zoom out and then take out this insert and see if there is anything underneath it. It might be, might not be. There is nothing underneath. No. Okay. All right. So that's not the end. Of course not. We still have the Automa and everything, but that's the end of the core box. So now I'm going to move on to the Automa. So here is the Automa. So basically the Automa, you can add it to the game to play up to 2 or 3 people, I think. Yeah, used to simulate up to 2 neutral players using any of the core factions of the game. More than a variant or a series of tweaks to the rules. It's a complete automation framework using new boards and components to bring complex and believable adversaries to life. With it, you can add new opponents to 2 and 3 player games and even unlock solo play. Of course, I am super interested in that last part. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to play this with other people too, but I will be able to... I remember the name of the game now. X-ODUS, Rise of the Corruption. Anyway, I'll be able to play solo much more. So let's take a look at the rulebook. Introduction, you have exploration cards, training, last breath, hold the line, and short circuits. Okay, so we have the board, the Automa setup, the cycle and the empire tracks, behavior, priorities, actions, advance, colonize, research, lose and gain influence, movement, storm movement, action cards, and so on. And AI behavior extended. Okay. Game modes, machine empires, fallen civilization, tides of steel. Yeah, that sounds really, really cool. Okay, so this is the board then. Once again, very thin. 2 because you can, as we already mentioned, you can simulate up to 2. And then these are the regular factions, but then the AI version. Okay, so the Boroka, the Delverar, the X-ODUS, Goria, Sara, Tsingur, and Vax 117. So the cool part, of course, is that they're all different. So that should give a lot of replayability. You have some black cubes, translucent. I'm not going to really look at that. And then we have these cards. Oh, I'm so hyped to try this. I'm so hyped to try this. So we have a bunch of them. Victory, defensive, aggressive, expansive. Okay. All right. Then we have these here. These are all B cards. You have A and B. Oh, okay, so that's what they do in certain situations. All part of the Automa deck. More A cards. All right. More A cards of a different type. Because as I mentioned before, you need to have 2 of them, right? So there's 2 sets of cards. Okay, so it's fairly simple. I imagine there's nothing underneath here. There is not. Okay, so that is the solo expansion. I mean, I should say the co-op solo Automa expansion, sure. So I will now take a look at the metal pieces. And then I don't think we really need to take a look at the solo pieces. Sorry, the sleeves, because, you know, sleeves are sleeves. There's not much special there, I believe. So let's take a look at the metal pieces. Here they are. Let's cut them open. Okay, so you see there's a lot of different ones. These are double-sided. Okay, so maybe they're all like this, and then you flip one over to see what it is. I'm not sure. You have these. Okay, that looks like some kind of currency, I'm sure. I don't know. But the first player marker, even though similar, is still quite different though. So let me check in detail what these actually are, because I am curious now. Let's see if the rulebook helps. Okay, these are battle medals. So keep track of contested sectors and the number of battles won. So these ones. And these ones are blockade medals. Keep track of sectors under blockade. Okay, and then the other ones, these are science tokens. They are used for developing technologies. They can be flipped over to represent 3 instead of 1. Okay, and those are the only tokens that are actually metallized. Okay, all right. So then the only thing left are the sleeves, and even though the wrapping looks cool, the sleeves are just sleeves, so there's nothing printed on them, right? So this one and also this one. Okay. And that is all. Oh no, there's one more. This one too. Automa expansion. Okay, this is all. This was Fractal Beyond the Void. I will definitely play this as soon as possible because it looks really cool. And I like the games they've put out so far, so I think it should be really nice as well. Anyway, this is me. My name is Joachim and always will be. So many games all the time. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.